That has nothing to do with transgender surgery. I wasn't
It has
changing my
everything to do with
sex.
it, man.
I was having breast tissue removed.
Healthy breast tissue. What was wrong with it? There was nothing unhealthy about it. It was healthy. It was there. You had it. It was part of your body. It was your genetic makeup that made it there. And yet you removed it. Why? All right, I want to watch this. Biologist confronts Frank on gender theory. I have no clue what this is. Somebody linked this to me in chat. It looks interesting, so we're going to watch it. Here we go.
Have you ever heard of gynecomastia?
I had it.
And so did you have that fixed?
Yes, I did.
And did that make you feel affirmed in your gender and comfortable in your body?
No, when I was in the Navy, nobody knows this, by the way.
What?
Jesus.
Wait. If you had it fixed, then it did make you literally feel more comfortable in your body. That's the whole point. Otherwise, why would you have had it? Gynecomastia doesn't hurt you. It just makes you, it doesn't physically harm you. It just makes you uncomfortable in your own skin. It's gender affirmation, literally, to get it fixed.
Now I'm revealing I need a HIPAA form to sign here or something.
What do you have to say for people who don't fit in your definition of man or woman? I'm a biologist. I understand the biology. Are you saying that a woman is only a person who has two X chromosomes and a man who is someone who only has an X and a Y chromosome?
Oh boy.
I think that's the scientific definition, yes.
It's actually not, because there can be people with XXY. There can be Y chromosome inactivation. The way that this biology works is that you have genes. Those genes make proteins. Those proteins develop the traits that you define as men and women. They develop the features that you define as male. They develop the genitalia. But you can be a woman with female genitalia and be XY. You can be a man, syndrome. But you can have XX chromosomes.
Yeah, I understand what you're talking about, Grace. You're talking about a very rare condition.
That's always the go-to. They just act like people with Swyer syndrome just don't exist. Like, just because it's rare doesn't mean they don't exist. It could be literally one person in the entire world who had Swyer syndrome, and it would still prove you wrong. Okay? And even if that weren't the case, even if literally every single person with XX chromosomes were born with female anatomy, and every single person with XY chromosomes were born with male anatomy, none of this would change anything at all. Okay? Because I got news for you. Genes do not determine every fucking thing about your life. They should not either. Because if that were the case, we would just let people die of fucking cancer. We would let people die of their addictions. We would let people go without glasses. Because guess what? These things right here, I only need them because my genes determined that my eyesight was going to be dog shit. That's the only reason that I need these. Okay? So if we're going to be genetic purists, then I should just fuck off and get rid of these, right? Like, it's so stupid. Anyway.
Known as intersexed.
One in 100 people experience chromosomal differences in sex.
Okay, but not 1 in 100 have different genitalia or ambiguous genitalia.
And what do you say to those people?
Well, what you say is that's a situation that is not the norm. We're not saying that they're not people, obviously. As I understand it, maybe you know more about it.
Clearly, you're saying they're not people. That's the only takeaway. Because the other takeaway is that you're contradicting yourself.
Me, when you do have a truly intersexed person, at that point, either the parents or when they're old enough, they can decide which way they're going to orient themselves and they can get the appropriate surgery. But that's not what we're experiencing in our culture.
So you're saying that it's okay for people to decide their gender?
In that situation, but that's not what we're talking about in our culture. What we're talking about in our culture are people with perfectly normal functioning sexual organs trying to have them removed and trying to transition to another gender, which is impossible scientifically.
He just said that he had... Oh, wait, that's going to come later.
Have you ever doubted that you're a man? Mm-hmm. You've doubted that you...
Oh, have I ever doubted I'm a man? No, I have never doubted I'm a man.
Then what do you say to a transgender person who has never doubted their gender? You're saying that we all change and that obviously transgenderism is a product of some kind of phase, but you've never doubted that you're a man. So
no,
where's your development of this change?
Grace, I'm not denying there are people truly with gender dysphoria. I've already said that. What I'm saying is the way out of that problem is not surgery according to the data. Okay? Psychiatry is the way out of that problem.
I also don't agree with you.
He's literally wrong here. He needs to demonstrate the data then. because he's literally wrong.
Your statement that after surgery, you implied that transgender people are more likely to commit suicide after surgery. But the statistics say that transgender people are more likely to commit suicide because of arguments that you make that they're invalid.
Yep.
No, I'm not saying they're invalid.
I'm just saying that
yes, you are.
implied that it's the surgery that's causing suicide.
No, it's
rates.
not. What I'm saying is the surgery doesn't fix anything. That's the point. It's practically the same rate, whether they have the surgery or not.
Where are they getting this lie? Tell them to pull up a source for that. Tell them to. Because inevitably, it always ends up being the Swedish study. And if you're not familiar with the famous Swedish study that the transphobes love to use, first of all, debunked. Second of all, outdated. Third of all, the original researchers involved in that study tell people to stop using it and referencing it to proliferate transphobia. And fourth of all, they were comparing trans people post-surgery to the general population. Okay? And guess what their takeaway from that was? Their takeaway was, you cannot just give trans people the knife and make them undergo the surgery and then just let them go. Like, you need to have more mental health care faculties in place. That was their takeaway. They didn't say stop doing it. They said have more mental health care in place for them. That's the takeaway. And they love referencing that study. And it's outdated as shit, okay? It's older than the Rick Astley troll. Like, it literally is older than that.
Woke up and grew breasts today, would like them to be removed? There are men.
Say that again?
Have you ever heard of gynecomastia?
I had it.
And so did you have that fixed?
Yes, I did.
And did that make you feel affirmed in your gender and comfortable in your body?
No, when I was in the Navy, nobody knows this, by the way. Jesus, now I'm revealing I need a HIPAA form to sign here or something.
You don't have to talk about it.
No, what I'm saying is, yes, I've had that myself and had it surgically removed when I was in the Navy.
That was healthy tissue.
And do you feel more comfortable in your body and more affirmed in your gender because of that?
Well, it wasn't a gender thing for me. It was the fact, I can't even get into it now because.
Oh, you can't get into it now. Why, huh?
It had nothing to do with my gender. Okay. So it had to do with the fact that it looked really odd.
Oh, huh. How did it look odd? You might say that he had dysphoria about it. Well, no, not dysphoria. Just it looked bad, right? It looked bad. Trust me, bro. Not the same thing.
Let me just put it that way. Okay. But Grace, my point is if we truly care about people, are we going to try and force them down a road, particularly as children, into a solution to a problem which is proven not to be a solution?
You just said that having that surgery made you feel better about yourself.
That has nothing to do with transgender surgery. I wasn't
it has
changing
everything
my
to
sex.
do with it, man.
I was having breast tissue removed.
Healthy breast tissue. What was wrong with it? There was nothing unhealthy about it. It was healthy. It was there. You had it. It was part of your body. It was your genetic makeup that made it there. And yet you removed it. Why? That was healthy fucking tissue. Why did you get that removed? You bitch.
Okay. I was always a man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So.
And say that I have XY chromosomes, but I'm born with female genitalia and female body types, but I believe I'm a man. Should I not be allowed to have that breast tissue removed?
As an adult, you can do whatever you want.
Yes, that's fine.
My problem is with the children. That's where I'm having a real problem.
Is there a magic button at 18 that instantly makes you feel like you know who you are and absolutely what your gender is? I think for women it's probably like 15. For men it's 37.
What? Wait a minute. Excuse me? Did I hear that right? Oh my God. Wait. That's very telling. You know, I could really dig into that, but I don't think I'm going to. I wasn't allowed to have a breast reduction at 16. I'm sorry to hear that.
To be honest with you, okay? Because men don't develop as quickly as women, all right? But no, we've just chosen 18 kind of as the adulthood crossing point, although for some issues it's 21, like drinking, okay? So, no, maybe it's later than 18, okay? My big problem, and I would say this is somebody who's 37, that the surgery does not appear to help anyone. And if you want more data on this, you can go to sexchangeregret.com. Sexchangeregret.com.
Sure, let's try it. Sexchangeregret.com. Take back your life. Others have. You can too. Latest posts. Children who identify as transgender likely going through a quote-unquote phase, says UK Health Service. Well, we can immediately discount this because it came from Turf Island. 18-year-old Chloe Cole's powerful testimony in front of California's Senate. I feel like I've seen this woman like 15 times. Is this the same woman? Like, I don't know. I feel like I've seen her like 70 times. I could be wrong. Transgressive, The Cult of Confusion. Tucker Carlson Originals on Fox Nation presents a 2-part series on the cult of confusion hitting teens and children. Ah, yes. Yes, renowned gender expert Tucker Carlson. Definitely not a white nationalist. Incredible. Trans wreck documentary. These people always take shit from like these stupid fucking documentaries. I'm sorry. Listen, I get that detrans people exist. That sucks. Okay? I get it. It sucks. And I want to reduce it as much as possible. And guess what will help us reduce the odds of somebody detransitioning? More research on this, right? More studies, more tests, trusting the scientists, trusting the medical experts who do this shit for a living, who have studied this shit for years, and who have no reason to lie. None at all. And people will say it's a financial incentive, but I could, by the same stroke, say that the same thing about every single medical procedure. And I've said this a million times before, and I'll say it a million times again. If your problem is with the profit motive in healthcare, then welcome to Medicare for All. But I digress. We have no reason to distrust these people any more than we distrust doctors on any other issue. Any other issue. More studies, not rash decisions. Nobody's making rash decisions. Okay? You don't make a rash decision when it comes to gender-affirming drugs and surgeries. You can't. It's literally impossible. Go try it. If you're so certain, go try it. If it's so easy to get these things, go try to get them yourself. See how easy it is. I guarantee you will run into issues right off the bat. It'll be like you hit a brick wall. Okay? It is so hard. Here, let's look a little more about this. Here. Voices. Okay, we just saw some of these. Home. They don't have any about page. Like, they don't have any, like, you know, who started this website page. Donate to keep us going. See resources. Contact Walt. Who is Walt? When you give to this ministry, you are helping people who regret their sex change recover their lives. We work 7 days a week answering requests for help from hurting people. Some are on the brink of suicide. Some see no hope. Some are considering the surgery, but have concerns. That's our mission, giving hope to people who feel they are beyond restoration and helping others to avert such tragedy. We are not a 501c3 nonprofit. Contributions are not tax deductible. We have never charged anyone for guidance. Through gifts from generous people, we continue to minister to people who regret their sex change and... Wait, I know this guy. Wait. I know this guy. This person is a detransitioner themselves, right? Trans male to female back to male, right? Like, this person is a grifter. They detransition in like their 70s or some shit. I remember this person. No, this person's the one running the website? No, fuck that. This person's like a religious zealot.
But I wouldn't even be talking about this issue unless I
That's
thought
not data,
the
by the way.
current way the culture's going is hurting people. And it is.
How?
Why would I bring all this abuse on myself?
For money and attention. It's a popular grift.
I'd just like to say that I disagree.
Okay.
Thank you for talking to me.
Thank you, Greg.
God, he got fucking destroyed, dude. Destroyed. She's not a biologist. She's learning to become a biologist. Well, I am a biologist, bitch, and I agree with her. I agree with every goddamn thing she said. So fuck you. And I'm a master of science in nursing, by the way. So fuck you again. She's not a biologist. She's a biology student. Once again, biologist, 4-year degree. Suck my dick. Suck my biologically male dick, you fuck. All right? I like how he's patient about her line of questioning. Oh, God. and she kept trying to twist his words without understanding. She proved that just because you're a biologist, it doesn't automatically qualify you as intelligent. These people have nothing. They have nothing. What is this? I hate this. I fucking hate this. What is this comment section? I'm losing my mind. This man had God-level patience. Oh God, I need to stop. I can't look at this. I can't look at the comment section. I can't do it. I'm going to self-destruct. Pretty sure a biology student knows more than those who aren't biology students. That's true. That's true. The comments are even worse than what you said. To be fair, August, they're far, far, far worse than what you just said. Holy shit, that's nuclear. Ugh, I can't. It's so bad. It's okay. I forgive you. Is there a consensus in the biologist community? There is. That is that trans people are valid. That's the consensus. You're welcome. These people live in another plane of existence. It really is quite maddening. It is, it's bad. It's real bad. Don't forget, we live with these people. These people are on our planet. These people are inhabiting our land and breathing the same air that we are. It's quite incredible. We don't know where the energy is going because it's certainly not going to their brain function, but it's going somewhere. They're just wasting it. I think it all goes to their empty air head, like air-filled skulls, and just being burned like fuel, but like not actually doing anything but like making them piss and shit. Even if biology didn't back up trans people, they're valid. That's what I just said. I said that at the beginning, right? I said that at the beginning before you came in. Even if there weren't a single instance of somebody who was born XY and still considered a woman biologically, like Swire syndrome or anything like that sort, trans people would still be valid because we're not bound by our DNA, by our genetics. And thinking that we are is a very sad and limited way of thinking about humanity, because that would mean effectively, because my genes tell me that I am, basically blind. I mean, I'm not even legally blind, but like I can't see shit from here. I can't read you guys' comments from here. That I should just not wear glasses because I'm tricking people and myself into thinking that I'm able to see. When these things make my life infinitely better, right? And gender affirmation makes trans people's lives infinitely better. So it's good, and we should continue to do it regardless of what genetics say. But they are convenient tools that make it that give us an easier time arguing our point. Even though the point should just be, if it makes somebody's life better, if it makes their existence more tolerable, if it makes their circumstances more satisfying for them, then we should do it. We should do it. Anyway, that gave me a brain tumor. But regardless, I want to thank all of you for watching. If you are watching on YouTube, be sure to click the like button, hit subscribe if you've not already, hit the notification bell if you would like to be notified when I upload, and please leave better comments than this comment section. Please, I beg you, leave comments that make me happy and give me the good feelings, please. I need it. I need it real bad. Leave positive vibes only in my comments. Okay, that being said, thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.